Hi guys. So here I am again. It's the end of February and this is my February wrap up. Oh yeah. I haven't read a lot this month. Well, it's the 28th and I've finished my second read. Well, my second read of the month, but not really my second book because I'll go into it later on. Anyway, my last video, my January wrap up, I hadn't finished All the Lonely People just yet, um, but I did in January. But I promised you guys that I would like give a wrap up kind of thing. Did you see that fly? Okay, anyway, so I'm gonna insert a clip right here, where you can see my first reaction to the end of this. Okay, so excuse the setting and how I look now, but I just finished All the Lonely People by Mike Gale, and oh my god. I can't believe that I was like naive in thinking this story couldn't end in a weird twist or something. I recorded my January wrap up, and I started reading the same day. I started reading the book, and literally the first two sentences were already a twist. So I was very wrong in thinking that this book couldn't give a plot twist at the end anymore. I was very wrong. And even like the end, the real end, I guess, got me like, what just happened? I wasn't ready for it. Fucking hell. I can't. I honestly can't. Guys, go fucking buy this book, or I don't know what you go to your local library and go get it and read it, because it changes your life, and your view on life, and you're gonna thank me later for that. Holy shit. It's sad, but it's also like so good, and not totally sad. It's so good. Guys, go read All the Lonely People by Mike Gale. It's literally one of the best books I've ever read. Okay, so now you have seen my reaction to All the Lonely People by Mike Gale. I've rated it 5 stars. In retrospect, I would give it like 4.5 because, I don't know, I think it has a way bigger impact. It had a way bigger impact right after finishing it. It still has a big impact, don't worry. But yeah, 4.5 right now probably. It was such a good book, but I'm not going to go into detail, because I did in the clip. Now, my first read of it's here was on my e-reader, my beautiful e-reader that I'm not going to drop this time. But my first read of this month, I don't know if I have a good image, but it's The Hourglass by W.B. Yeats. Anyway, I'll insert a picture on my screen because it was a play, I believe. It's only 13 pages long. It was about a professor teaching kids to not believe in God, I guess. But then an angel comes and says, well, you are going to die, and if you don't want to die, you have to find one person that still believes. And it's on and off in classroom, and his students basically don't fall for it because they think it's a trick. Like, oh no, we don't believe in that stuff. And yeah, basically for me it felt like kind of a last hope for, I believe it's Christianity, I don't know, to make people like, if you don't believe, you don't go to heaven or something like that. Which is fine if you want to believe that, but for me it was a bit weird, especially in the way it was written. But I can find the context of the book. It's not really a book, I think it's just a play. If it's not just a manifest or something. Because it was written so many years ago. So yeah, I understand it was the kind of a last cry for people to be like, please, please believe. But now, going from one side of the spectrum to the other, I finally got the chance to read Our Mathematical Universe. And boy, did I enjoy it. Look at all the annotations. It's crazy. Also, the spine is broken. Oh, you can't even see it, but trust me, it's broken. I devoured this book. I just finished it, actually, like half an hour ago or something. Man, now I want to be like an astrophysicist or something. I really want to go study now something in that alley. I've always been fascinated with stars and our universe and space and stuff like that. So I wanted to read this book for about 2 years now, and I finally got it for my birthday. And I decided to read it this month. I was kind of skeptical because school was starting again, so I was like, maybe not the best time. But then again, half of February isn't school, so I had half of the month to have this as my school. So yeah, it was amazing. I've learned a lot. One of my most disturbing things that I've learned is actually not even about the universe. It's about these pigeons that were killed because some scientists thought they pooped on the telescope and messed with their results, and it wasn't even the fault of the pigeons. So I have to look. I think it's Arizona, but I'm not sure. Where are they? Where are the Bell Lab pigeons? I don't even have a place. Bell Lab. Yeah, I made notes for all like important people and stuff because I just wanted to remember, and if they came up later in the book, I was like, oh yeah, I wrote that down. I know who Bruno is because apparently in science we do talk about Bruno. I've been thinking about that joke for a whole month now. And I can finally say it. So yeah, this is for me now 4.8, something like that. I absolutely loved it. As you can see, I learned so much, and sometimes it felt like my head was going to explode, but I liked it. Also, it's very accessible writing. I'm sorry. And also, Max Tegmark, yes, he has this great thing in his writing that messes with your head and questions your own morals, because he says like, imagine an astrophysicist doing this, this, and this, and then you imagine it, and then he says, well, and when she gets the results, and you're like, oh yeah, I imagined the man. This is basically society in your head, but I loved it. He did it for every example, and that's what, yeah, and every time I fell for it. Can you imagine? So yeah, loved the book, loved
everything it taught me. And yeah, I've learned a lot. It was so good. And yeah, sometimes it was very difficult. Sometimes, like, I was reading stuff over and over again until I really understood it. But then later on, I had a feeling I understood it more easily. I felt like my mindset was in the right way. It was molded into the scientific way, I guess. He did it very well. He started with like our our planet going further into the universe, and then going deeper into mathematics and stuff like that. But the end, he comes back to our world and basically like almost social sciences. So that's cool. Yeah. So that's it. That's basically everything I read this month. It was amazing. I had so much fun. It was my first non-fiction of this year. I'm trying to get this going, um, and try to at least read more non-fiction, which will be alright. I think I've read more pages of non-fiction this year so far than I've done last year or the year before. So we'll see. I also have this beautiful time lapse kind of thing, a sequence of me reading our mathematical universe. I thought it would be fun to see like how I studied it, because it felt more like studying than really just reading a book. Um, Fun study, so call me a nerd, but I loved it. So yeah, enjoy it. That will be my outro for today. Um, I hope you had a lovely month, and I hope next month will be even lovelier. And I'll see you very soon, probably in a month. Okay, bye guys.